What's up, everybody? It's another episode of Intellectually Honest, unedited, uncut. We're going to get right into it. Before we get started, though, y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, most definitely hit that notification bell. That way y'all be notified every time I drop, and we're going to get right into it. So, I told myself that I wasn't going to make any more New Orleans Pelicans videos because Lonzo Ball is no longer there, which means I no longer have a reason to watch that trash franchise. But I was having a conversation with one of my brothers, not my actual brother, but one of my frat brothers. And we were talking about Zion and him pretty much not wanting to be there anymore and making it known. And I just like, I think I do have a video for Pelicans fans out there. For Lonzo Ball's fans who used to watch the Pelicans, I have a video. So I decided to comprise a video of 4 hard truths that Pelicans fans must accept. And my mic is dead, so I'm talking directly to the microphone on the camera. So if the audio sounds a little off, that's why. So it's 4 hard truths that the Pelicans, organization, and I guess the fans should need to accept. And I ain't gonna waste no time with it. I ain't gonna play around with it. We're gonna get right into it. First hard truth is Zion Williamson does not want to be there. Zion Williamson does not want to be there. I think Zion Williamson is forcing his way out. I mean, it's quite possible that the kid is really struggling with his weight because there's not a lot of cardio you can do while you're hurt. It's not like he can go outside and jump rope. You know what I'm saying? If he's having foot and leg injuries, he's kind of like stationary. So he could very well be struggling with his weight because of that. But I think that a lot of it is him. The report came out that he felt like he was falling asleep in practice or film sessions or something like that. And that lets me know that, to me, that's a sign of a guy that's checked out mentally. He's not mentally or emotionally invested in the Pelicans anymore. And I think that Pelicans fans need to come to grips with that and prepare themselves to part ways with Zion. I think that the Pelicans have undermined Zion's opinion about certain things. If you've been tapped into the Pelicans last season, then you know Zion Williamson really wanted Lonzo Ball to stay. As a Lonzo Ball fan, I didn't want Lonzo Ball to stay. Because like I said, the Pelicans are just a franchise that isn't going anywhere. But Zion, your franchise player, your once-in-a-lifetime talent, wanted this guy to stay on the team. He said, I really want Lonzo to stay. And what did the Pelicans do? They said, whoever gonna pay you that money, they can have you. You know what I'm saying? So Lonzo left. So Zion, keep in mind, the Pelicans haven't done anything. They're already a very, very small market. But they haven't done anything. They haven't done themselves any favors by undermining Zion. So that's takeaway number 1. Zion definitely wants out. And I think Pelicans fans just need to prep themselves for when that day comes. Pelicans front office need to not be stupid like they did with Lonzo and try to get something in return for him. So that's that. Second takeaway is Brandon Ingram is going to be next. Brandon Ingram, once Zion Williamson forces his way out, Ingram is out of the door. Ingram is not going to stick around New Orleans. He's just not. I know he's not as big of a star. He might not be as good as Zion, but the reality is Ingram is a top-notch player in this league. He's not going to waste his time messing around with the Pelicans and Nikhil Alexander-Walker and these guys Ingram has better things to do. And I'm not going to stay on this takeaway too long. I just kind of wanted to throw that in there too. Ingram will be next. I think that Ingram will be more willing to join up with another superstar that's a bigger star than him, because I think his time in New Orleans has shown us and has kind of shown him that perhaps he's not that guy. He's a great player in his own right, but he's not the guy that they need that's going to get them there. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he'd be more open to teaming up with a second star to they can probably get them over that hump together. But it's not happening in New Orleans because if Zion leaves, you got to think in Ingram's mind, he knows that nobody wants to play in New Orleans. There will be no free agents coming to New Orleans once Zion leaves. It's just not happening. The New Orleans Pelicans, they're just not a highly coveted destination for free agents. So Ingram will be next. That's all I'll say. I'll leave that at that. Hard truth number 4. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Kyra Lewis, those two guys, I don't know if y'all remember last year, but the amount of disrespect for Lonzo Ball, throwing Lonzo Ball's way, starting with the drafting of Kyra Lewis. If y'all don't know, Kyra Lewis was the Pelicans lottery pick from like a year ago. Nickeil Alexander-Walker was another guard who allegedly could replace Lonzo Ball and made Lonzo Ball expendable. The level of disrespect that was shown to Lonzo Ball for whatever reason last year was unheard of. I have never seen a player disrespected like that. You got a guy who's on his 3rd season. He still has yet to enter his prime. Instead of developing him and getting behind him and trying to get the most out of him, you draft another point guard with your lottery pick. They can't even wash Lonzo Ball's. Anyway, you can't tie Lonzo Ball's shoes. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, right? You just had your job taken by LeBron James. So you go to this poverty franchise with no point guard, and you thinking, all right, I'm here, Zion's going to be here in a little bit, Ingram is here, I can be the point guard, and they draft Kyra Lewis Jr. with a lottery pick. And I think we all can tell by looking at this season that Kyra is not that dude. He's not. You better not ever say Kyra Lewis' name in the same breath as Lonzo Ball. You better not ever say Nickeil Alexander-Walker's name in the same breath as Lonzo Ball. I'm involved kind of YouTube channels. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had one good game when Lonzo was out. Had 37 points. And fans, haters rode that high of that one good game to try to crap on Lonzo for almost half the rest of the season. I hope we can all come to an agreement now that Nickeil Alexander-Walker is not that dude, Kyra Lewis is not that dude, and that the Pelicans messed up. Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Kyra Lewis, let alone them taking Lonzo's spot, Nickeil Alexander was starting at the beginning of the year. He lost his spot. He's not starting now over, who's the guy? Thomas Satoransky? For real? That's the guy that made Lonzo Ball expendable. Yeah. That level of disrespect was just unheard of, man. So I'm glad we all can see now that now that Lonzo Ball is over in Chicago thriving, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker is right where he was when Lonzo was on the roster. He's firmly on the bench. Kyra Lewis, he's not even in the rotation as far as I know. He gets like 2 minutes a night. Just to go ahead and run the clock out. Just to say, hey, go and stretch your legs. Because that's all you got time to do in 2 minutes. And that's it for that takeaway. My last takeaway, last hard truth for Pelicans to accept, franchise and fans, is that this is all your fault. Not the fans per se, but the franchise for sure. This is all your fault. You don't know how to handle stars. You don't know how to build championship contenders. You don't know how to run an organization. You don't know how to keep the stars happy. You ignore your franchise players' one simple wish is to give Lonzo Ball what he wants to keep him on the roster. You brought this on yourself. Y'all have had some of the best players over the last 10 years, and they made the playoffs like 4 times. Chris Paul, got tired of that crap, said, nah, I'm out. Anthony Davis got tired of that crap, said, nah, I'm out. You let Lonzo Ball go for nothing, and he said he wanted to stay. Now, granted, his dad said Lonzo Ball can't stand New Orleans. So, who knows? But you let Lonzo go for nothing against the wishes of your new franchise player. So now, guess what? He wants to get up out of there. They brought this on themselves. I don't know who the Pelicans think they are, what kind of market they think they have, but y'all ain't that. So that's it, man. That's my 4 hard truths for Pelicans fans. I just want to get that energy off. That talking to my frat brother just inspired me to get up on here and make this video. So thank him if y'all like this content. But anyway, that's another episode of Intellectually Honest. If y'all like Bulls content, if you like Celtics content, and everything in between, go and hit that notification, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Most definitely hit that notification bell, all that flash, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right.